A 2-year-old sci-fi show on Apple TV, which even managed to earn Stephen King's stamp of approval, remains its most ambitious series to date. Unfortunately, despite showing immense potential in Season 1, the show was cancelled on Apple TV, and its second installment never saw the light of day. While its cancellation is still disappointing, the Apple TV sci-fi show Season 1 can be enjoyed as a compelling one-season wonder. Apple TV is the streaming home of some of the best modern sci-fi shows. While some of its original sci-fi series, like Severance, continue delivering one brilliant series after another, even its book adaptations, like Silo and Foundation, keep getting better with time. Among all these incredible sci-fi shows, Constellation stood out because it brought something completely novel to the table. While Constellation Season 1 had its flaws, it is hard not to look back and appreciate it for its ability to incline heavily towards hard sci-fi while still grounding its drama in a deeply human story. It even brilliantly mixed genres and became intentionally convoluted and complex as it progressed. Constellation was unlike any other Apple TV sci-fi show. Constellation is not the first sci-fi show that dabbles with quantum mechanics concepts like entanglement and observer's effect. In fact, Apple TV itself has another compelling sci-fi show, Dark Matter, which brings a similar fantastical spin to quantum physics. However, Constellation's exploration of the hard sci-fi concepts felt unique because it did not reduce them to the exploration of alternate timelines and universes. Throughout its runtime, Constellation avoids overly explaining itself, even though its narrative and portrayal of alternate versions of characters gets incredibly jarring at times. Even in terms of scale, the show keeps expanding its vision by not only unfolding many of its story beats in space but even drawing references to real-world conspiracies and mysteries. The sci-fi show even keeps switching between multiple genres and has traces of cosmic horror in story beats where it highlights the dangers of accessing the unknowable. Perhaps, it is these horror elements that caught Stephen King's attention, who called it just about perfect. With incredible actors like Noomi Rapace and Jonathan Banks as its leads, Constellation's character beats and human drama also feel grounded and relatable, even though the show does not shy away from becoming extremely fantastical towards its final chapter. However, despite so much going in its favor, it is hard not to deny that Constellation demanded a little too much intellectual effort from viewers. Complex sci-fi shows like Netflix's Dark sometimes end up gaining enough commercial success to last long enough to reach their natural conclusions. Unfortunately, Constellation did not meet the same fate, and one of its biggest strengths seemingly became its Achilles heel. Constellation did not deserve to be cancelled so soon. Shows like Apple TV's Constellation often take time to find their feet and audience. Even with Season 1, the series was starting to garner somewhat of a cult following before Apple TV pulled the plug on it. Its Season 1 even ended with a massive cliffhanger ending, which arguably caused more harm than good. While Apple TV's cancellation record is not exactly spotless, the streaming service is known for being more patient with its sci-fi outings than most others. Owing to this, Apple TV likely had good reason to end Constellation's run after Season 1. Looking back, though, it is still hard not to wonder how Constellation could have further expanded its ambitious sci-fi ideas and grown into a better show. Its future success was obviously not guaranteed, but it did show potential in Season 1. Given how enough time has passed since its cancellation, it will certainly not get a second chance. However, viewers who enjoyed its portrayal of quantum physics and parallel worlds should give Apple TV's Dark Matter a shot. Its story is relatively simple and linear compared to Constellation, but it manages to fill the same sci-fi void and is also returning with Season 2 on August 28, 2026, on Apple TV.